What is up, everybody? This is your boy, Mr. Product Reviews, and today we are going to review Sparthos back brace. And actually, I did not even intend to do a review on this back brace. So a little bit of backstory is that I have a bulging disc on my back. And so there are times where my back would just throw out and I would just be in terrible pain and and it's just not fun, not very comfortable. And so I actually bought this back brace, just to see if it works, I was, like I said, I was not even intending to do a review on this. But I feel like I really need to kind of get the words out there on Sparthos back brace. I'm sure there are competitors out there that kind of like have something similar to this, but this is the product that I chose. Did a little bit of research when I was, in Amazon, and then this to me was kind of like the product that I decided to get just to try out, And so in terms of the package, this is how it looks like when it comes through the mail. It's just a little packet right here. It has a little ziplock at the top, and some instruction and whatnot in in English and German and what have you. And so this product, it claims that it's designed in Germany. So if you guys are into the whole German engineering and things like that, so this is it, right? Some information. And definitely washing instruction. Do not tumble dry, hand wash, do not dry clean, and do not iron. And so just make sure of that if you do plan to clean them. So this is kind of how it looks like. And I will definitely open the product, let you see. So this is kind of like how the back looks like, and there's this little cutout here which I will explain in a bit. So this is kind of like some instruction here, and step 1, 2, and 3. And I'm gonna get into this instruction on how to wear this in my next video. I find it a little bit confusing when I was looking at this infographics, but once you get it, this makes sense. But just by looking at it without understanding the product, it's a little bit confusing. And as I was doing research on this, there were quite a there are some users that basically said this didn't work for me, at all. And my hypothesis is that maybe they didn't read the instruction on how to properly tighten this and wear it properly. That's my hypothesis. Hard to say, but I think probably some of that is that. And I didn't find any videos that I can find that can easily help me, what is the correct way on wearing this back brace. And I think it would answer a lot of questions if someone did. So later on in this video, I will show you how to what I think is properly wear this back brace, and show you guys how you're supposed to wear it. So I think it would answer a lot of questions as to why it didn't work and whatnot. And I think, honestly, some of the users, the reason why it didn't work was because they were improperly, wrapping this back brace onto them and wasn't paying attention with the instruction. So let's go ahead and open this bag and check out the back brace itself, right? So it's a Ziploc bag. I'm just going to move away from the camera for a sec. Take that out from the bag. And so this is, the back brace. And so the branding of this kind of goes in the front, and you can't, unfortunately, the branding stays on the back brace. You can't really, can you take it off? Nope, you can't take it off. So it stays, unfortunately. The material is, kind of, springy, rubbery, to support the various different, body sizes. And this back brace that I got is a small. I am a small frame guy, so I got a small, and this seems to work really well for me. And so in this back brace, you'll see that back here, you have this little cutout, so you could take it off. It's Velcro. You could take it off and you could just put it on. Just make sure that the basically the larger, right? Basically the larger of the triangle here, this part points up. This points towards your head, and you know, this points towards your feet. So make sure that this goes up and this goes down. So that's the direction. So like, I'm just gonna put it back here. I'm trying to make it as exact as I can into the middle. And that looks pretty good. And so it has these, so in the back here, it has these sort of like, you know, support that like, you know, basically it holds your back. In a way, I mean, if I don't know if you guys wore a, you know, corset before. For the females, I'm sure you guys are familiar, but there are male corset out there. And so this kind of feels like wearing a male corset or just a corset. You know, you know, there's really no gender specific in terms of that, but like, yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of like wearing a corset. So this is kind of how it looks like. This is the material, and in my next video, I'll show you how to, what I think is properly, you know, put this on your back so that you get the maximum support from this back brace. So see you in a bit. All right, so what I am going to do is I'm going to show you kind of like the wrong way on how to wear this back brace, and then I'll show you the correct way on how to wear this thing. So what happens is when you, and this happened to me first initially, is when I initially got this, I basically just put this around, you know, so I thought, oh, you just kind of like wrap this around, there's some Velcro over here, and boom, you're done, right? And then what I feel, so what happened was I feel like, okay, I feel like there's some support, but you know, it doesn't really feel like it's supporting me all that much. It feels a little bit loose. So then I went back to the instruction, and that's where I found out this little like the additional step for it on you know, the step 3 that I was showing you earlier. So this is basically the wrong way to do it. So if you just happen to purchase this and just wrap it around your back like this, you're actually not done yet. So to properly wear this is actually, what you want to do is, you see this logo right here, you want to tear this back. So that's one side, and actually there's another one right here. You want to tear this one back. So then what happened in step 1 is you want to wrap this, such as this, like that, okay? Now that's step 1. So now you have these two tabby things, that kind of like just 2 tabs from each side. Now what you want to do is you really want to kind of like stretch it, you know, over your back where it's nice and tight. And depending on how tight you want it, you know, I like it a little bit tighter so that like I feel like I have some support. Like I said, it's kind of like wearing a corset if you wore one. So, you know, depending on how tight you want it, I want a little bit tighter. Of course, you don't want to make it too tight such that you can't breathe, right? So just make sure, you know, that like, you know, make it tight, but don't make it too tight whereas, you know, you're having trouble breathing. So right now, I could feel like, oh, there's way more support now on my back. And I feel like my posture is 100% like better. Like honestly, 200% better for me. Like I just feel like my posture is better. I just, you know, my body is lifted up, you know. So I feel very good about it. I feel, you know, there's this support on it, and just, you know, and then if you happen to be, you know, if you happen to wear this while you're eating, it'll be kind of hard. So like what I do is when I have lunch or dinner, I usually tear this back so that I have some slack to eat. And then once I'm done eating or drinking water or what have you, I just basically cinch it back so I get that nice support. I mainly wear this while I'm sitting in my office doing work. I'm more of a office type kind of person. So this helps me, this gives me good like sitting posture. I have really bad sitting posture, to be honest with you. So this helps me and it supports me. And when I walk, you know, I just feel just so much better with this support on my back. And like I mentioned before, I wasn't even planning to do a review on this, to be honest with you, but it just feels so good. I feel the support of this product, and I just feel so good that I feel like I need to spread the word. If you guys are interested or curious about this product, about how it works, like I mentioned, they didn't really have any video that really show you how to wear this back brace. So I hope that by me demonstrating this on this video, you guys would know how to properly, you know, put this back brace on your back. And like I mentioned, feels great. So there you go, my review on the Sparthos you know, back brace. Again, if you guys happen to like my video, please like, comment, and subscribe to it. It would mean a great deal to me. And other than that, Mr. Product Reviews out.